Whether it's reading on a tablet or actually flipping the pages, nothing beats a good book. I recently sat down with best-selling author Terry Lee to talk about where she finds her inspiration and how she began a successful writing career. Terry, thanks so much for being back on the show.
Thanks for having me.
Great to have you. So if you would, start off by telling us where you find the inspiration for your books.
Saving Gracie was my first book, and it came about after going through training at Houston Hospice back in 2005. My mom had died in 1987, and I've always felt that she was nearby. And after my training with Houston Hospice, I had the opportunity to sit with several people right before they died, and they would talk to people on the other side. So I got this idea in my mind that my mom could be a lot closer than I thought she was.
Sure.
So I started wondering what her world was like, and so I created a world. Is there a Starbucks? Does she get to choose her own clothes? Does she need an umbrella? Can she have wine? And so I just created a life after life. And Saving Gracie is about an overbearing woman who dies and finds a way to come back to save her daughter.
Wow, that's fascinating. Well, you've had a lot of success with all of them, but I understand Time Trials has really taken off.
It has. It hit Amazon bestseller list. It's had over 57,000 downloads and 155,000 pages read.
Wonderful.
From the Kindle library.
Wow, that's great. Well, congratulations on that.
Thank you.
And you really consider yourself kind of a late bloomer to the industry. Tell us how you got into writing.
I have no formal background. In fact, I never saw this coming. And I was in my mid-50s, and I guess the stars aligned and the waters parted, and I started writing. And my first book came out the year I turned 60, which was 2012.
Wow, that's great. Really goes to show that you can do anything that you put your mind to, right?
Yes, you can. Yes, you
That's
can.
great. Well, we're certainly glad you did. And I understand you're working on number 4, is that correct?
I am. A 99-cent book on how to write when you think you can't. Very simple, very basic instructions. Part 1 and Part 2. Part 1 is for beginners starting the writing process from my perspective, because I have no formal writing training. Part 2 will be for the more serious writers that want to actually write a book.
Very good. And where can our viewers find your books?
Amazon.com.
Okay, and your website is?
www.terryleeauthor.com.
Awesome. Thanks so much for being here, Terry. We'll be looking for a lot more to come from you.
Thanks, Kandace.
Take care. As Terry mentioned, you can find all of her books for sale on Amazon. To learn more about Terry, you can visit her website at terryleeauthor.com.